quite a few people who do not approve of the coaching that's going on. That being said, every human tries to do the best that they can. I'm sure Coach Fischetti and Coach Beck try to do the best they can. However, when it comes to our children, I feel, and quite a few other families feel, that this is not the way that we want our kids to be raised, with an extracurricular activity that should be fun. Now, I understand that we all have a perspective on the baseball program. What I would like to ask for is an independent investigation, because the investigation that went on at Columbia High School was done by certain people who were very involved in the baseball program. I feel that for the benefit of our children, this investigation should be done by an independent entity. So, that is what I'm here to ask. I'm not giving specifics. The document is there. I don't know how many of you have read the document, but nonetheless, please take the time to read the document. Let's have a different perspective on this, other than just people who are coming saying, oh, they're great, they're great, they're great. Come on, people, read the document. Let's have an independent investigation. Thank you.
My name is Brian Clark, and my son Brendan played varsity baseball for the last 4 years at Columbia. And I would like to request a full independent investigation of the coach's behavior. When new AD Larry Buccio selected his friend Joe Fischetti to replace him as head baseball coach, there was widespread panic among parents with kids already in the program. There were significant questions about his lack of varsity experience, as well as his emotional fitness for the job, particularly since many parents had already seen him in action as a freshman coach and were concerned things would be as bad with the varsity. Nevertheless, when his first season got off to a rocky start, I thought I would try to communicate with Coach Fischetti to express support and offer a bit of advice. I suggested he remember baseball as an extracurricular activity and told him it was important that kids knew he was in their corner. He responded by telling me there was a lack of talent on the team and that he hadn't been hard enough on them. Last year, Coach Beck stood in front of the assembled parents at the first baseball meeting, telling parents if their kids were working with an outside coach, they should stop immediately. That meant they were cutting off most of the coaching these kids would get the entire season. That was a problem for us because my son had a throwing issue that neither Fischetti nor Beck could help him with. In fact, Beck told us to get him help, so we did, from a coach at Seton Hall Prep. Nevertheless, while we were dealing with Brendan's throwing issue, Coach Fischetti still did see fit to mock him in front of his younger brother's health class, saying, "I hope you throw better than your brother." That went over really well at home. In fact, if you look back at the last 2 years, the number of kids who actually got real coaching at Columbia is pretty small. There were at least 2 occasions last year when Coach Fischetti kind of threw his hands up and said, "I can't coach these kids," and the kids heard him. The implication is clear: the kids are uncoachable, and yet he chose these kids, at least the ones he didn't drive away from the program. It makes me question whether he even wants to coach teenagers.